Hey guys, it's the Metal 5, Max more Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. Last time, we started off our job on reclaiming Castle Kaelin from Lahus. And we also met Raven, who just so happens to be Priscilla's long-lost brother, and we recruited him. Now this time, we are hopefully going to deal with the boss. We are very close to the end. This episode's probably going to be pretty short compared to the last one, which I apologize for because... yeah, I lost track of time, but anyway, the shaman's gonna be a bit of a problem, so... what is this guy? Does this guy have a javelin? No, he does not. He has a door key, though, so he's probably gonna try and break out anyway, so I'm going to put Hector there to be our guard. And then I think I'll just move all the lords up here, honestly. And I guess Urk as well. Just so they can avoid that shaman, and I'll do the same thing with Sane as well, though maybe... I'll keep... no, wait, let's just check the shaman's range. Yeah, I'll keep Sane there, just so that he won't become a problem. Anyway, as we're going for the enemy turns here, I wanted to quickly go over Raven's backstory, because it's kind of vague the way he covers it right there with Priscilla. I wanted to do this sooner, but I had to end off the episode. Raven's backstory is that he was part of House Cornwall. Cornwall was... not part of the UK in this universe, but it was originally a state of Lycia, but the house, which obviously Raven and Priscilla were the children of the Marquess of, was believed to be corrupt, so then it was dissolved into Ossetia, and Raven and Priscilla's parents killed themselves in fear of their life. So, yeah, that is the reason why Raven has such a deep hatred for Ossetia. Anyway, what I wanted to hopefully do with Raven at the end of the last episode, which I fortunately could not do, is that, with him, you can speak to Lucius. Lucius. Lord Raven, I'm so pleased to see you well. Things have changed. For the time being, we side with Kaelin. That is good. So you've had a change of heart? No, I will still have my revenge against House Ossetia. The closer you are to your enemy, the easier it is to strike, right? Lord Raven. Let's go, Lucius. Yes. And now Lucius joins us again. This is the only way you can get Lucius. You can have Lyn speak to Lucius, but he won't join you. It has to specifically be with Raven. And obviously, since I was going over about how I accidentally killed Raven in my first playthrough of this game because I thought it was a mini-boss, I didn't end up getting Lucius, and that severely bit me in the ass because Lucius still keeps all the praise I gave him earlier. He obviously starts off with the shit that the Kaelin soldier gave him, and obviously he still has his amazing stats of having extremely high magic, and obviously very good resistance, making him a magic tank, but a glass cannon when dealing with melee units. Anyway, I'm still having Oswin and Oswin and Will deal with these reinforcements while I have Sarah on backup to heal them. I obviously want to save those Kaelin soldiers before they get killed, obviously, because again, I need one of them to still be alive in order to get the side quest chapter and to get the best reward if they're all still alive. So I might, because I forgot, I didn't think about the shaman being able to attack them, I might have to have Sane go into the line of fire just to get one of these guys. Oh, but, now that, oh right, yes, Sane, Kent, Will, and Lyn all have a dialogue with these soldiers. However, I'm not really going to bother showing it off because I just need these guys to get out of the way. Oh, what's your resistance? Even though I know... oh, great, you have no resistance! Oh, no! Okay, he's out of range of that shaman. And that shaman, actually. Okay, never mind then. We are safe! I just need to get everyone closer. I still have Matthew with Florina, and I really want to get close because I can get that unlock stave to Priscilla, and that could actually give him some more experience. And then I have to worry about this guy. Oh, boy. I don't really know what else I can really do. I think Hector and Lucius, Lucius, and Urk, really, are probably the best characters to deal with the boss, just cause, well, he's a general, as you can see there. And also, one thing I need to mention about Raven is that, yeah, he's only level 5, and obviously I want him to get some experience, but with all the remaining enemies, they're not really well suited for him to fight against, so that sucks. Hector, I guess you can just move into the way there. This guy does not seem to be bothered with opening the damn door, even though he has a key for it, so... I could maybe try and have Lyn distract the archers, the shamans, because her luck's pretty good. And then I could just have Ellie would go here, and then Urk, I guess, could actually try to kill this guy. Yeah, you can kill him, okay. That way I don't have to worry about him either. And somehow, Urk will be able to get a goddamn key through a frickin' door. As we shall see here after he levels up again. Okay. So, as we've got Lucius back, there is, one thing I've been meaning to talk about with Lucius. And, there's Urk magically getting the door key. And that is, alright, this is still Sarah. That is, why do I make Lucius sound like Morgan Freeman? I'm pretty sure a lot of you can at least get under an idea of why I came up with that joke, but in case anybody's unaware, the only character or person ever in my entire life that I've known named Lucius, other than him, is Lucius Fox from Batman. And he was played by Morgan Freeman in the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. So I just thought, you know what? Since everybody who's heard my Morgan Freeman impression says it's really good, I'll make him sound like Morgan Freeman just as a stupid joke. And yeah, and the rest was history. I actually had that joke planned for a really long time, and knowing my luck, everybody's just gonna like listen to the voice and then just think, that doesn't sound like Morgan Freeman at all. That's how everything goes for me. Hey, I managed to predict Lynn dodging the attack. Unfortunately, Sane is very weak now. And then this guy. Oh no, there's another shaman. Ugh. Okay, Sane, you get out of the way there, Priscilla. That spot's safe, so you should be fine with that. Priscilla can also heal the Kaelin soldiers if need be. Lucius, you can actually be really good for dealing with those shamans. I'm gonna put you there just in case. And then Raven, I guess you can just try to support with Lucius, because I know he has support conversations with Lucius and Priscilla. That's actually where his backstory is explained. It's just, while I am trying to show off as many support conversations as I want with characters that I think are good combinations, again, just because sometimes I kind of forget about them in the middle of chapters, and also just because I know that, sometimes wow, Will, I think that's your first critical! Sometimes with enemies, that doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it takes a really long number of turns of people standing next to each other in order to get another support conversation, so I'm not necessarily guaranteed to get the ones where Raven goes over his backstory, which is why I explained it there, just in case anybody was wondering because of how vague he was with it. So alright. Oswin and Will got so much experience in that, I wasn't paying attention. Will got to level 9, and I noticed what his stats were, I just wasn't really paying attention to that. Okay, Hector, I'm kind of regretting dropping that hand axe right now. That could actually be very helpful with the boss, whatever his name is. I actually have not checked what his name is, and just to kind of correct something that I said earlier on, I did mention that there were archers here, and I said obviously that I watched the video on YouTube of this chapter just to kind of get an idea of what really to do with Priscilla in order to get her to speak to with Raven. And I'm assuming that that person was probably playing on hard mode, because like with Lynn's story, once you beat the game, you can play Eliwood's story on hard mode. And that might be why. I'm playing on normal mode, just because I have never really had the balls to play Fire Emblem games on the hardest difficulty. Oh boy. This is going to do quite a bit of damage. So yeah, and also I'm kind of doing this LP from like the perspective of someone playing this game for the first time, which of course they wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't be able to play hard mode initially. Okay, Florina, save that last guy. And there. Okay, Florina also had a talking one. I didn't know if she would, because, you know, she's very awkward around men. But okay, Matthew, you trade with Priscilla to give her that unlocks stave. I think the unlock stave gives you quite a bit more experience than the healing ones do. I think the less use a stave has, the more likely, the more experience you get. Don't quote me on that, though. I have not used every single stave in this game, so there might be an outlier to that, but whatever. Lucius, you are still kind of screwed over here. Luckily, with your really high resistance, I believe. Yeah, 7. You should be able to take these guys perfectly fine, so I'll put you there, and then this spot should be safe, so Lucius, you can just stand there and there. Build the support conversation up! And I forgot to heal Sane, so I should probably have Priscilla do that on the next turn, but whatever. Alright, anyway, this boss, who I keep forgetting to show. Oh boy. His name is Bernard. Oh boy. Well, I never thought that would ever explain this story. But I have not so much me, but I do have a little bit of a funny history with the name Bernard because my dad has this really stupid story regarding a person named Bernard, and he absolutely loses his shit every time he explains it. It's ridiculous. So, he says that apparently, this was like years ago, like long before I was even born, he was doing a computer course, which, yeah, that must have done much good for him in the end, considering that he knows jack shit about computers. And, from doing that, there was a guy on the course named Bernard, and, this guy never said anything throughout the whole, like, thing, except for one day when they were told to paint. And, yeah, because for some reason they were taught to paint during a computer course, so don't ask me. And this is, like, this one part where the only thing that he said throughout the entire, like, 1 week course, I think it was a week, he said, "Well, you know what they say. If you can piss, you can paint." And then that's just followed by my dad's cackling afterwards, just at the mere mention of that, because he loses it. So every time I hear the name Bernard, or Bernard, as my dad says it, I think of that damn story. And wow, Lucius, you get a critical! Okay, talking about ridiculous stories gives me the power of strength. Alright, jeez, and that was a really good level up as well. See, that's the strength of Morgan Freeman. This whole situation was basically like the fucking Shawshank Redemption with how he was, like, in prison and everything. I remember the day when I first met Andy. And, oh, for a second I got another critical, but yeah. And then, I'm pretty sure the next chapter has some shops in it, so maybe there's gonna be some lightning tomes available, but still. Alright then. First off, Priscilla, you heal Sane, and I'm probably gonna just use Mend again here, so you can gain a little bit more experience. And I'm considering maybe unlocking that door with the damn shamans in there, just so more people can kind of take them out. But I can understand that could probably go really badly for me in the end. So anyway, Elliewood, you can destroy this wall, which is actually kind of pointless for me to do in the end now, because Matthew's already on his way over here. He can just get past all the shamans. And then, Florina, you still have that javelin, don't you? Yes, you do. But you can't kill him. Wait, how much damage can he do to you? You can do 5. I guess it's only one of the shamans can really attack me at a time, so I can get Florina some little extra experience. Even though I do know this time that she actually is goddamn higher level than what I previously thought. I'm just thinking that Florina hasn't really got to do so much in this chapter so far. And then, well, Hector's obviously gotten tons of shit to do here, but alright, so Hector, you can take this guy out, because I don't think Lynn can really do much to him. And then from that point, we can just deal with Bernard himself. So yeah, Hector, you continue to destroy shit like hell. And then, I guess going back to Raven, just because I'm just kind of not really thinking of much really to say. I know that while I've not done this next, like, side quest chapter, and fucking hell, what's with all the amazing level ups this chapter? While I've not done this side quest chapter myself, I do know that there, I'm just checking this guy's range again. I do know that there are a lot of axe wielders in it, so Raven will hopefully get some time to shine there. Then, Sane, I kind of wish I gave him the heavy spear. I just forgot that Oswin even had it. I think I might just leave them down there, because I think it might just be a waste of time to really just move them. Okay, Lucius, you can finish this guy off, and then Raven just try to support with him. Whatever, I don't know. The more I could do the Morgan Freeman voice, the more I just kind of lose my sanity. Nope. So you can just stay there, and then the support rank will grow. I don't really know exactly how the support chance menu really works, but yeah, unless that's actually telling me that Lynn and Florina can actually support conversation right now if I actually get the two of them close to each other, which is what I might do, but whatever. I'll get Urk over there, because Urk's also very good for the boss. I would like to have Lucius deal with the boss, but just so we can get some more experience, but I don't know if that's really gonna happen, because there is still a bit of a way for them to go. But anyway, moving on, and yep, I was thinking that maybe one of the shamans will attack Lucius and that one will continue to attack Florina. So both of them gain experience. And again, they continue to miss. They've only hit Lucius one frickin' time and they only get 3 damage. But, as you notice, Lucius also started off with 26 HP, so as well as obviously the bone from the experience that he got during Lynn's story, just like all of the other characters during Lynn's story, that's my first shit level up of the chapter, what am I trying to say? Also, the stat increasing items also carry over into Eliwood's story of the characters from Lynn's story, so that angelic robe also applies to Lucius as well. Alright then, so Florina's also killed that guy. I don't think there are any more shamans after this point. No, there aren't. So, I'm gonna have Matthew take the long way around, just cause, well, you know, just cause, why can't I talk anymore? Just cause, obviously, I can save use on the lockpick. I'm gonna move Hector back 1 space, just so I can have Priscilla heal him, because I don't really want to take any chances with bosses, even though Hector does have that hammer, which is really good for armored units, especially with his strength. And that guy's obviously got a javelin. He doesn't have any goddamn paint with him. Oh, yeah, okay, Steel Lance, sorry. I don't even know what to check anymore. And then Satan doesn't really have anything good to deal with him, so I'll just kind of move everyone into place, I guess. I don't really think anyone other than Hector and, like, Urk and maybe Lucius can really do much at this point. I want to try and show off that support conversation between Florina and Lynn. And I'm just fucking 2 spaces shy of showing it off as well. So I can at least add some little extra length to this episode. So that, you know, so that I can kind of more justify splitting this off into 2 parts. Alright then. Let's see. Yes, support! Florina, are you well? Lady Lindis, I'm well, thank you. Good. I was worried. But don't go out alone if you can. You never know where archers might be lurking. Yes. Are you carrying enough healing salve? Your weapons, are they all in order? Well, let's see. A vulnerary, and, my lance is here. And, it's alright, Florina. Take your time. I'm here should anything happen. But, Lady Lindis, it should be the other way around. I'm here to protect you. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Didn't I always look out for you back on the plains? Remember? Of course, but... No buts. Let's help, Florina. Lady Lindis? So there, I believe that gives Lynn some little extra things in, I believe, like, movement and luck. And Florina some extra things in speed, I believe. I don't know. I don't even know anything anymore. I guess, obviously, you get another excuse for Priscilla to heal here as well, as I'm just randomly doing shit. I might have to do some cutting out of this part now, just to kind of show off, just to get, like, Matthew round to the treasure chest and show what's in them. And he's one off from the first one. Let's see. Obviously, Bernard does not move, and I bet everybody's gonna get sick of me hearing, sick of me doing that voice. So I'll put Hector right there, and then Urk, you can go there just to provide a bit of backup, and then I honestly don't think anybody else has really anything left to do at this point. I guess I could move Eliwood a bit closer should an opportunity arise for him to get more experience, but I don't really know. So okay, there. Now let's just see how well Hector does against this damn knight, but he does have a javelin though. And he misses, of course. He wouldn't have even done any damage if he did hit. Okay, so the first of these chests, we have a silver sword. That is obviously silver weapons are very strong. I don't think there's anybody I have who can actually use it, because you need an A rank in swords right now. And then the other chest, oh, that's gonna be really good. Trust me for that. I'm pretty sure Eliwood can't really do much to this guy. Or we could just kill him, okay, just so Eliwood can actually get a bit more action, have Eliwood do it, and then have Hector deal with Bernard! Again, I've probably already made people so sick of that name right now, whatever. Eliwood, you're level 12, and that's a decent one. And you, wow, just talking about the silver sword, your weapon level increases, what is it? You actually got an A rank! You actually got an A rank! Are you kidding me? I also would like to get some support conversations between, well, actually all of the lords, Eliwood, Hector, and Lynn. I should have mentioned that with Lynn, if I can quickly go over this. I should have mentioned this earlier. With Lynn, just like with Hector, once you get it back, you can choose to not use Lynn. but obviously she is required for some chapters just like Hector, so I recommend using her anyway, other than the fact that Lynn is just awesome on her own regardless. Also, if Lynn does die, you still get a game over. The other thing is that when it comes to choosing your formations, Eliwood, you can't change the formation of, like with Lynn and her story, but you can change the formation of Hector and Lynn, because they're not the main characters for this. Anyway, Hector! You don't have the best accuracy in the world, but luckily if Bernard hits you both times, you can still get away. So anyway, here we go! I am Bernard, Knight Commander of wait a minute.
Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh god, I just realized. Oh shit.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh, I'm freaking out over nothing! This is a Seize Throne chapter, not Kill the Boss! I'm just... wait, I made myself like a complete buffoon there. I am Bernard, Knight Commander of Lahus. I would test the might of those who pestered Barker. You know what they say, if you can piss, you can stab a guy with a giant lance! Okay, Hector still missed anyway from the first one, but he hit the second one, he's done most of his HP. What I was freaking out over is that I forgot to have Matthew open the other chest, but even if I kill Bernard, it's not the end of the chapter, because I have to have Eliwood seize the throne in order to do that anyway. So, Urk, I wonder, actually. Wow! Never mind Urk being the best character to deal with him, he can't even do any goddamn damage to him. Sane, you can do a little bit of damage, but... how close are you to an... okay, you're not really that close to another level, even though I would like you to get some more experience, so I'll just not bother, really. And then, more support building, I guess, between Florina and Lynn. That's all I can really do. And then the same thing goes with Lucius and Raven. I wonder, actually, maybe Raven might not even be able to really deal with Bernard, because, damn, like, what is this resistance stat? Wow, that's actually pretty good for a freaking general. I'm surprised by that. Okay, anyway... Bernard, he is going to heal, but that's not going to be enough to survive on the amount of damage that Hector will do to him. Let's not... I honestly thought that I was going to have to redo this entire episode because I desperately want the item that's in the other chest, and I messed it up, but... fucking hell, Hector, really? That was the most pointless fight in the existence of everything! Anyway, finally, Matthew can get the other item in the chest. It is a Knight's Crest! Obviously, we saw this before with Wallace. That is the promotional item for Knights and Cavaliers. It is so... freaking good. But anyway, we do actually have Oswin, who is over level 10, so we could use that on him. However, I'm not gonna do that. Like as I pretty much see every other Fire Emblem player do, I wait till they reach level 20, which is the maximum level, before doing that, because if you promote them early, and this is probably the worst time to explain this as Bernard is dying, but when you use it early, you do miss out on other opportunities to level up and thus gain more stat increases from that. That's why. By waiting to level 20, you basically have the best kind of stats possible for that character before they go into their promoted class. That's all. Anyway, this is just a reward for Lahus's brutality. Oh, this is a just reward. Great, I misread the line anyway. If you can piss, you can die. Okay, Hector, you're level 12. You've caught up with Eliwood. I think Lynn is just shy of level 12, actually. If I'm just quickly check that before. Yeah, she's level 11. Anyway, now they've got everything. Seize the throne. Grandfather! Grandfather, where? Lord Hausen, where are you? Eliwood, here, on the throne. It's blood. Blood? No! It can't be! Lindis! Calm down. He might only be injured. Come, let us find him. Yes, you're right. I must be calm. There! Over there! There's someone! Who's there? Show yourself! You. Layla! Yes, it's me, Lord Hector. It's been a long time. You know her? Yes, her name's Layla. She works for Ositia. Alright, she's a spy. Lord Eliwood of Foray and Lady Lindis of Kalen, correct? I am Layla. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Lady Lindis, Marquess Kalen is back there receiving treatment. My grandfather is safe? His life is yet his own. Ah, Father Sky and Mother Earth, I thank you for your mercy. Layla, what are you doing here? I'm following Lord Uther's orders. I'm investigating Marquess Foray's disappearance. My father? What have you learned? Come with me. We should talk in private. Huh? Come on, Elliewood! Worrying about things won't change them. I know. I'm fine. Let's go. Let me start with my conclusion. Marquess Foray is alive. Whoa! Elliewood! That's wonderful! Are you sure? I've been posing as a member of the Black Fang for several months. That's where I got this information. I believe it is true. Black Fang. They're the Assassin's Guild that Eric spoke of. Yes, we've known of their existence for quite some time. Explain. The Black Fang is a guild of assassins founded about 10 years ago by Brendan Reed. They're based in Byron. Their arms reach quickly in several other countries. Originally, they targeted only nobles who abused their positions. The masses saw them as chivalrous defenders of the common man. Their activities found wide support. Chivalrous. Then about a year ago, Brendan got married again. Black Fang's operations have slowly changed since then. Now, they'll take on any target, no matter how difficult, as long as they're paid. And they're no longer killing only criminals. Anyone is a fair target. Is this Black Fang responsible for what's happened to my grandfather? Yes. We've learned of a mystery man named Nurgle behind Reed's wife. It seems the Black Fang is performing secret tasks across Lycia for Nurgle. Nurgle's trusted retainer Ephidel is with Marquess Lahus. He manipulated Lahus into hatching the rebellion plot against Ossetia. The first answer Lahus' call for rebellion was Marquess Santaruz, Lord Hellman. Why would you... Next was Lord Elbert, Marquess Foray. You're telling me that my father endorsed this plan? I cannot say. I do know that he is with Marquess Lahus currently, in a place called the Dragon's Gate. Dragon's Gate? Where is that? On an isle called Vala, off the southern coast of Lycia. I apologize, but that's all the information I have. Of all places to be, Valor. Blast! What kind of place is it? It's said that those who step onto the island never return. The common folk call it the Dread Isle. If that's where my father is, however, I will go and find him. And this Dragon's Gate, too. I'm going with you. I'll tell you right now, you can't stop me. I'm also going. Lindis, I appreciate your kindness, but shouldn't you stay with Marquess Kalen? Lahus must be stopped. Otherwise, they might target my grandfather again. I also wish to help Elliewood's father. Losing a parent, it's an unbearable pain. It's something I'd rather you didn't have to feel yet. Lindis, Hector, thank you. You give me strength. Don't mention it. We're friends. It's what friends do, Elliewood. I'm also going to continue searching. Lady Lindis, I think it would be prudent to let the world think Marquess Kalen is dead. I understand. I'll do that. Thank you. No thanks necessary, if you'll excuse me. Layla! Yes? Nurgle and this Ephidel. What are they like? I've yet to lay eyes on Nurgle. I've spoken to Ephidel on several occasions, however. He's eerie. He always wears a cloak that covers his face, and yet... What is it? His eyes glow golden. You can't miss them. They seem inhuman. Is that you, Layla? Matthew, it's been a long time. What have you been doing? More dangerous work? We're spies, Matthew. Everything we do is dangerous. That's true. So how long do you think this mission's going to last? My objective is the same as yours, to rescue Marquess Foray. If things go well, I'll be in Ossetia at the same time as you are. Is that so? You need to visit my hometown. Is this where you were born? Why? To meet my parents. Matthew. Well, that's that. See ya! As slippery as ever. Didn't even wait for my reply. Lady Lindis! Everyone, I'm happy to see you all well. I'm going after Marquess Lahus. Protect my grandfather. One moment, Lady Lindis. Please, take this jewel before you leave. Jewel? We were able to move it before Lahus's men ransacked our vaults. We will take care of Lord Howson. Please, Lady Lindis, return to us safely. I will. Thank you. As long as all 3 of the guards are alive, you get a red gem. If only 2 of them are alive, you get a light room, which is an item we have not seen yet, but it's the same thing as the mine, just that it doesn't let you or enemies pass through that space. And if one of them was still alive, you just get a mine. And since at least one of them was still alive, we get the side quest. So, next time on Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade, we're going to be doing the side quest chapter, which does involve us heading towards the Dread Isle. So take care, and I'll see you guys next time.